Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Revised K-12 Curriculum. English Grade 5. Quarter 1, Lesson 8. Our topic for today is about nonverbal cues. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competencies and objectives. Use appropriate nonverbal cues for clarity of context, purpose, and meaning. Number 1, recognize nonverbal cues preliminary to nonverbal communication. Second, define nonverbal cues. Third, explain the significance of nonverbal communication. Fourth, introduce the main types of nonverbal cues like facial expressions, body language, and gestures, etc. Day 1. Let's have a short review. Guess what? Directions: look at the picture on the board carefully, then tell what you see. Identify the lines, shapes, colors, value, form, texture, and space. Starry Night. This painting is called Starry Night, and it was painted by Vincent van Gogh. The song Vincent was made because of this painting. Let's identify the following: line, color, shape, form, texture, and value. Line. Lines can be straight, curved, wavy, zigzag, or diagonal. They define boundaries or imply movement and direction in a composition. Color. Color refers to the visual sensation produced by the spectrum of light when it interacts with the human eye. Shape. Shape, like circles, squares, triangles, or organic forms. Texture. Texture is observed through touch or implied virtually. Examples of texture include tough, smooth, bumpy, gritty, or soft surfaces. Value. Value refers to the lightness or darkness of a color or tone. Form. Form refers to the three-dimensional aspect of an object like shading and highlighting. Space. Space means the area around, between, or inside objects. It helps show depth and distance, and make some things look close and others far away. Lesson purpose: look at each picture one by one and tell what changes you see, especially how the layout affects the design. Here are the pictures. This activity will help you understand the basics of layouts and visual elements. Let's have the matching type. Match column A and column B. Identify the word or phrase being described and write the letter of the correct answer to the blank provided. Here are the choices. For column A, we have A. Body language. B. Cultural appropriateness. C. Non-verbal cues. D. Layout. E. Visual elements. Number 1. This refers to the building blocks of design, including things like images, text, colors, shapes, and lines. Answer E. Visual elements. Number 2. This refers to how visual elements are arranged on a page. Answer D. Layout. Number 3. It is about treating other cultures with sensitivity, dignity, and respect. Answer B. Cultural appropriateness. Number 4. This refers to specific signals or behaviors that convey information without the use of words. Answer C. Nonverbal cues. And number 5, this is the unspoken part of communication that we use to reveal our true feelings and to give our message more impact. Answer A. Body language. Day 1. Subtopic number 1. Nonverbal cues. Have you ever noticed how sometimes we can understand how someone feels or what they mean without them saying a single word? That's because communication isn't just about what we say. It's also about how we express ourselves through nonverbal cues. What is nonverbal cues? Nonverbal cues refer to specific signals or behaviors that convey information without the use of words. These cues can include facial expressions, body language, gestures, tone of voice, eye contact, and other nonverbal signals. Some types of nonverbal cues. Facial expressions are set up of different micromotor or small muscle movements in the face that are used to infer a person's discrete emotional state. Example, happiness and anger. Here are some examples. Frightened, surprised, embarrassed, suspicious, sick, sleeping, sad, stunned, dizzy. Body language refers to the nonverbal cues and signals expressed through physical movements, gestures, postures, and facial expressions. It often communicates subconscious thoughts, feelings, attitudes, and intentions, supplementing or contracting verbal communication. Examples of body language. Gestures include movement of the hands, face, or other parts of the body. Gestures differ from physical nonverbal communication that does not communicate specific messages, such as purely expressive displays of joint attention. Here are the examples of gestures. Now, let's do an activity. Activity, charades for nonverbal cues. Step number 1, I will group you into teams. Number 2, one by one, a player from each team will pick a picture from the box. Number 3, that player will act out the gesture in the picture without speaking. Number 4, the team will try to guess the correct nonverbal cue. Number 5, if the team guesses it right, they get a point. Number 6, the team with the most points wins the game. We learned that nonverbal cues like gestures, facial expressions, and body language are powerful ways to communicate without speaking. These cues help us express our feelings, give signals, and understand others better. Day 2 to 3. Subtopic number 2. Visual elements using layout. Learning competencies and objectives. Number 1, identify visual elements using layout, like margin, grid, header, slide bar. Number 2, derive meaning based on the visual elements. Number 3, evaluate cultural appropriateness of visual elements, and create a visual text drawn from visual elements learned. Have you ever flipped through a magazine or storybooks and been captivated by its vibrant images, catchy headlines, and organized layout? Today, we're going to explore how all those elements come together to create visually stunning pages that grab our attention and convey messages effectively. Let's first define visual elements. These are the building blocks of design, including things like images, text, colors, shapes, and lines. Layout. Layout refers to how these elements are arranged on a page to create a visually appealing and organized composition. Here are some layout principles. A. Balance. Distribution of the visual weight of objects, colors, texture, and space. B. Alignment refers to lining up text or graphics evenly on a page to create a clean, organized appearance. C. Contrast occurs when two or more visual elements in a composition are different. D. Proximity. The rules of proximity are simple. Things that are related should be placed near each other, while things that are not related should be spaced farther apart. This helps organize information and improve readability. Cultural appropriateness of visual elements. Cultural refers to the shared beliefs, customs, traditions, values, norms, behaviors, and artifacts that characterize a particular group of people. It encompasses various aspects of human society, including language, religion, cuisine, art, music, literature, and social institutions. Let's talk about respecting other cultures. It's important to understand the meaning of cultural symbols before using them. We should never copy or use them just for fun without knowing what they really mean, because they are special and meaningful to others. Let's always show respect to different cultures and their art. Examples of cultural symbols. Remember, using things from another culture like clothes, symbols, or designs without knowing what they mean can hurt other people's feelings. These things may be special or sacred to them, and using them the wrong way can seem disrespectful. That's why we must always learn first and show respect before using something from another culture. Cultural appropriateness refers to the respectful and ethical engagement with aspects of another culture. It involves understanding and acknowledging the significance and context of cultural practices, symbols, artifacts, or traditions from communities outside of one's own. Cultural appropriateness entails avoiding the misuse, distortion, or trivialization of these elements, as well as seeking permission or guidance when incorporating them into one's own work or expression. It emphasizes the importance of recognizing power dynamics, historical context, and the potential impact of one's actions on marginalized or oppressed cultural groups. Essentially, it's about treating other cultures with sensitivity, dignity, and respect. Now, let's do an activity. Activity: design your own magazine page. First, let's look at real magazine pages. Notice the headlines, pictures, captions, and text blocks. See how everything is arranged to help the reader understand the message clearly. Next, you will use the materials you brought: magazines, scissors, glue, paper to design your own magazine page. You can focus on a value like leadership, service, unity, patriotism, or national pride. Third, as you work, think about how to arrange images and text in a way that is neat and balanced. Use headlines, colors, and pictures to make your page eye-catching and clear. Fourth, remember to respect other cultures and symbols. Don't use any image or design without understanding its meaning. And fifth, after designing, you will present your magazine page to the class and explain the choices you made in your layout. Bring the following materials: magazines or printed images, scissors, glue or tape, construction paper or poster board, markers, colored pencils, or crayons. And here's the rubrics. Criteria, creativity, visual elements, layout design, content relevance and cultural appropriateness, and presentation with a total of 100%. Day 4, subtopic number 3. Audio elements in multimedia. Learning competencies and objectives. First, identify multimedia elements: audio, dialogue, recorded narration, music, and sound effects. Second, derive meaning for multimedia elements learned, identifying the author's purpose. Identify audio elements in multimedia content, including sounds, music, recorded narration, dialogue, and effects. Analyze how audio elements contribute to the overall message of the multimedia, and explain how audio elements contribute to the author's purpose in multimedia. How audio elements contribute to the author's purpose. Imagine you are telling a story to your friends. You use your words to describe what happened, but also use your voice to make the story exciting or scary. You might change your voice to sound happy, sad, or even mysterious, depending on what you want your friends to feel. In a book or a multimedia project, authors have a similar goal. They want to tell a story or share information, but they also want to make it interesting and engaging for their readers or audience. This is where audio elements come in. Audio is very important in multimedia projects. It helps make what we see more exciting and emotional. For example, music can make us feel happy, sad, or excited. Sound effects like rain or footsteps help set the mood or place. Voices and background sounds help tell the story clearly. Some reasons why audio is crucial in multimedia. First, emotional impact. Audio elements can evoke emotions and set the mood of the project. Second, information delivery. More effective delivery of information than text. Third, enhance engagement. Audio catches audience attention. Fourth, accessibility for audience with visual impairments. Fifth, immersion and realistic experience. Audio create. How do audio elements contribute to the overall message of the multimedia project? Audio elements in multimedia. First, background music. Music playing in the background. Second, sound effects. Sounds that represent specific action like footsteps, door creaks, explosions, rains, or birds. Third, voice-overs, recorded narrations. Fourth, dialogue, recorded conversations or scripted interactions. Fifth, ambient noise, background sounds that mimic environmental noises like crowd chatter or wind blowing. Sixth, musical stinks, sound effects used to punctuate key moments. Seventh, silence or pauses, intentional absence of sound to emphasize moments, build tension, or create contrast. Now, let's do an activity. Activity 2, Sound Scavenger Hunt. Materials needed: one multimedia device like laptop or smart devices like smart TV, smartphone, or tablet that can be used to show the multimedia or clips. Worksheets or notebooks for students to record their observations. Instructions. Number 1. Watch and listen attentively to the short video clip presented by your teacher on the screen or board. Second, record all the sounds you heard from the video presented. Third, use the table to record your observations. Fourth, reflection. How did audio elements contribute to the overall message of the multimedia or the video clip you watched? Write your reflection at the back of the worksheet. And here's the worksheet that you are going to use. In conclusion, we learned that audio elements like music, sound effects, and voices help make multimedia projects more engaging and meaningful. They can show emotions, set the mood, and support the message. Understanding how to use sound wisely makes our projects clearer and more powerful. Making generalizations. Day 5. Learners' takeaways. Choose from the word bank the word or phrase being described. Write it on the blank provided. Body language, nonverbal cues, layout, visual elements, and cultural appropriateness. Let's answer. Number 1. It refers to how visual elements are arranged on a page. Answer. Layout. Layout. Number 2. It is the unspoken part of the communication that we use to reveal our true feelings and to give our message more impact. Answer. Body language. Body language. Number 3, it refers to the building blocks of design, including things like images, text, colors, shapes, and lines. Answer. Visual elements. Visual elements. Number 4, it is about treating other cultures with sensitivity, dignity, and respect. Answer. Cultural appropriateness. Cultural appropriateness. Number 5. It refers to specific signals or behaviors that convey information without the use of words. Answer: non-verbal cues. Non-verbal cues. Reflection on learning. Answer the following. A. The topic that I already knew. B. The topic that I just learned. C. The topic that I still want to learn more. And that wraps up today's lesson. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in.